Hello everyone, I'm IC4 from Psychic Gamers, and today I've got some Call of Duty Black Ops 2 news for you. Now, first thing however, this gameplay in the background, it's some domination on Dome during the double XP weekend. The first section is my best streak of the game where I get an AC-130, but have a look at what happens. I earn the AC-130 while I'm in my Reaper, but I don't actually get to use it until I die again. It seems to glitch and doesn't give it to me. However, it says I have enough points for a Predator missile, but it doesn't give me that either. Very, very weird. Keep an eye on my point streak counter when I come out of the Reaper and you'll see what I mean. The second clip after that is the same match right at the end, and we actually managed to pull out the win while we're losing 199 to 190. Now that's a pretty classy coordinated PTFO event there, so keep an eye on that one as well. Now, the launch of Black Ops 2 is not very far away, 13 days to be precise, so we've got less than 2 weeks of waiting. We can get our hands on this game, play it and find out what it's all about. However, some people over in Slovakia have already got the game and they've been playing it and posting footage online. From the sounds of it, they purchased it completely legitimately from a store that broke the street date, and they've just been recording footage of campaign and of zombies mode. No multiplayer gameplay so far, but that's to be expected. I can't imagine the game's setting servers or the matchmaking servers are online, and even if they could get online, nobody else is going to be playing the game, so no multiplayer. However, they did post out a picture of the map list, and that's a little bit different from what we'd heard previously. But I'm going to get to that in a little while. I'm just going to go through pretty much all of the leaks that they've posted out. Now, unfortunately, the guy that has the game is typical, really. He doesn't own a capture card, so he's just filming it off screen with a camera. It's really not very good quality. But that's not to say that it's useless. We can still see things, and we can pick up one or two things here and there that we didn't really know about before, or that were just rumours and are now confirmed. One of the first screenshots was of Zombies Survival, and I'm not sure what map he's playing on, but he does earn a trophy, and I think this is the point of the screenshot. He earns I don't think that they exist, and that requires you to kill a denizen of the forest while they are latched onto you. So the thing that you can see up in the top middle of the screen flying away is probably what was latched onto him. So you kill one of them, you get a trophy. Don't get a very good look at what it is, but it sounds like they try and jump onto you, grab you, something like that. We can also see down in the bottom left hand corner of the screenshot that he has the perk Quick Revive. Now, talking of perks, the guy that posted these screenshots also posted a video of him playing zombies on the survival map Town, and we can see in this video what looks like the Quick Revive machine, the Speed Cola machine. We also get a look at the magic box, however he doesn't buy from it because he's short on points, and we also see the Pack-a-Punch machine, which is noticeably in a pit of lava. Now, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. This next picture is really interesting though. It's a picture of the zombies menu. Now, this is actually for local play, which I assume just means either on the same console or LAN play, and I would imagine that this extends to private matches online as well. You can see there's several options that you would never normally get with zombies. There's a difficulty, and at the moment it's on easy, and we can assume there's a normal and hard, maybe even a very hard difficulty. You can set the starting round, and you can pick from either 5, 10, 15 or 20 to start at. You can enable or disable magic, which includes things like the magic box, which does restrict a lot of the weapons you can get, like the Wunderwaffe or the ray gun, and the perk machines, Pack-a-Punch machine, and power-ups. And down the bottom you can set headshots only on. No idea why you'd want to do this, but just an option, I guess. He's actually choosing the map Farm on Survival. Now, the thing that I want to focus on is Green Run. Now, I've seen this pop up a lot, and there's actually trophies for Green Run in the trophy list, but I'm not entirely sure what it is. Now, what I would imagine is it's a mode rather than a map that some people are speculating at. The maps themselves are the Farm, Town, whatever, before it says Survival, and they're actually all part of the main transit map. However, this isn't transit mode. Transit is where you ride around in a bus and play the entire map at once. So what I assume Green Run is just playing specific portions of the transit map, such as Farm, such as Town. And you can do different modes within Green Run, such as Survival, and I think there's also a Grief mode, and there's some other rumoured modes that haven't been confirmed yet as well. But anyway, that's just speculation. Nobody's really entirely sure what Green Run is. I've looked around and there's lots of conflicting different arguments, so I have no idea who's correct on that. The next screenshot shows him at the bus depot. Now, I assume this is the bus depot that we've been shown repeatedly in the official Zombies trailers and that we saw in the first ever Zombies teaser. Looking carefully down the bottom, we can see that he's picked up double points, so that confirms that that power up is coming back. Now, on the subject of fire and the lava pits, now we saw this in the Zombies gameplay trailer, and the zombies run through it, they set on fire, but they also damage your character when you run through it. We actually saw some gameplay of Town, which is actually what was at the end of the gameplay trailer with the big lava pit, and sure enough, the fire does damage you when you run through it. However, it seems to be pretty much everywhere. There's loads of cracks throughout the street filled with lava, and it just seems like it's going to be really, really annoying. I'm really hoping there's a perk that's going to solve that, make you fire retardant, don't have to put up with setting on fire, because otherwise I can imagine that being really annoying. You've been hit and you're low on health, you're trying to get away, and bam, you run into some fire and you're down. That just seems like it has the potential to be really irritating, so definitely hoping for a fireproof perk. Now we also got a little look at campaign. Now he showed off the mission, and I have no idea what it's called, but it's a mission that we saw where you ride on horseback and you're fending off helicopters. We actually got a look at some of the cutscenes, and it appears that some of it, in what seems to be a flashback, is actually live action. In the mission itself, you ride in on horseback, and your horse actually gets killed and you get stuck for a little bit before getting picked up by a teammate, and then you ride alongside a tank, jump onto it, and it looks like you're going to chuck a mortar into it to kill the people inside, but the guy for some reason cuts off the video right at that point. Not sure why, because it seems like the most exciting point. So that's the sort of thing you can expect from that mission. And the final thing to talk about is the tiny bit of multiplayer that we got, obviously playing in LAN mode or something, and they showed us a picture of the modes that they've got. They showed us the standard modes. We've got TDM, free-for-all, domination, demolition, kill confirmed, which is great, really glad to hear that's coming back. Hardpoint, which is a new mode, headquarters, capture flag, and search and destroy. What we don't have, however, is any ground war modes or hardcore modes, so what I would assume is you select hardcore or ground war after you select the core mode. Otherwise it seems like those modes have vanished. We can also see the party mode heading there, but we don't get a look at it. However, we do know what those modes are. It's one in a chamber, sticks and stones, gun game, and sharpshooter. Obviously could be some other party games that they've added for Black Ops 2, but we know there's at least 4 of them. And the final thing I'm going to talk about is the maps list that they released. Now what's weird about this list is David Vonderhaar already put on Twitter that there would be 14 maps in the game, 15 if you counted Nuketown 2025. However, this list only has 13. We have Aftermath, Cargo, Carrier, Drone, Express, Hijacked, Meltdown, Overflow, Plaza, Raid, Slums, Standoff, and Yemen. That means, compared to the list that we had previously compiled from official sources and rumours, we are missing Turbine, Village, and Nightclub. Now what seems to have happened is Nightclub has been renamed Plaza, and Turbine has been renamed Standoff, with Village now nowhere to be seen. Obviously it could be the other way round, but I would imagine that Turbine is in the game, considering that we saw Turbine from the very beginning, but never actually saw Village. So I think that's pretty much everything for the leak. No doubt more and more is going to be leaked over the next 13 days before Black Ops 2's launch, and if there's anything really interesting then I will of course make a video about it. Hope you enjoyed this video guys. If you did, think about leaving a rating, comment any of your opinions and questions, and if you want to keep up to date with Black Ops 2 news and you haven't already, make sure you hit subscribe. I shall see you next time.